Give me a chance. Hi, I know no one's here yet. I came on a little early to give you all a chance to come on and join me. Might not be able to hear our commercials. That's okay. Maybe I'll do it completely separate again. Oh, get the mic and hook it up how you do. Oops, sorry. Got it? Might have been an easier way to do that, huh? So I was trying to do it like that. There you go. So both of these have to be cued.
Mic check. Check.
Let me see. Say it again.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I don't hear anything. Say it again.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, but I still hear the music in the background.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I guess it's okay.
Check.
I don't know what they did.
Who knows what they did?
Do I need to scoot this forward?
Side? No, you're good.
Okay.
I don't know which side it was on. Turn that on.
Make sure this is all the way up. Hi, whoever's here. I'm glad you're here. Always something, right, y'all? So we're hoping and praying everything works tonight and hope our guest gets here very soon. I came on early just to let y'all get situated and get you something to drink. And what I'm going to do in just a few minutes is start his ad and let it play over and over a few times until he arrives, okay? So let me see. Whoever's here, could you comment? And let me make sure everything's working. We were gone last week. We were on a little trip, but we're back. We are back. Hold on, I'm going to yell for a minute. Hi, Brad, I'm going to put a stop sign and make sure it stops everything. Did you hear me? Okay. Hi, whoever's here. Welcome. Sorry, I'm yelling at my husband because we got some weird stuff going on in here. Okay, not any weirder than normal. Hang on, guys. I forgot to grab my pen and paper just in case I need it, okay? Let me get that. Y'all make yourselves at home. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll be right back. All right, it looks like we did stop. Let me make sure here, folks. No, it's still going. Song's still going on. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Rhonda. Good to see you, sweetheart. Can you see me and hear me okay? I finally went ahead and hi, Melba. I signed up for the new restream. So let's say a prayer, please, that everything goes okay. It's got some really cool features. I had no choice because it was either that or they were automatically going to do it on Halloween. So of all days, Halloween. So we're waiting for our guest to get here. Hope y'all are praying that he's here. He sings really good. Did y'all hear the ad? I'm going to play it in just a minute. We're going to get started. Welcome, everybody. Please say hi. Tell me who's here. Can you hear me and see me okay? Let's see. Trying to learn how to do this. It's going to be very interesting. All right. I think I hear him. I hope that's our guest. Y'all say a prayer, okay? Where was I? There I am. Let's see. Oh, I think he is here. Hold on, y'all. I got to learn how to. There we go. Well, hello, CJ.
Hello, how are we doing today, y'all?
I am doing great. I'm so glad you made it. I'm excited to have you on the show. Sorry, I didn't wear my hat tonight. I feel kind of very weird without my hat.
You're great. My wife will make you one herself. She makes custom hats, and
oh God, don't tell me that. I'll be like, oh, that's just what I need. That's
oh
just
yeah. A matter of fact, before we get done, remind me, and I'll grab you one that she just finished and show it to you. She makes bolo hats that Lainey Wilson's made them very popular, but she's been doing it for about 5 years or 6 before Lainey ever came along, and she's got a wonderful clientele. A lot of them are artists. A lot of them are people who just love hats like me.
That is great. Well, may I say, you look wonderful in your hat, and I'm so glad you're here. I really, really am. So I haven't played the introduction yet. I'm going to play your video a couple of times that I made, and then we're going to play our video, and then we'll get started, and we'll just kind of play it by ear as far as which music video. I've downloaded quite a few of them, and I believe I downloaded only the originals just because that's what we usually promote. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you guys want to play anything that's not an original, we do have accredited rights to them and stuff. Leona Williams actually was married to Merle Haggard. And before we jump on and do this live thing, I went and met with her over at Cracker Barrel. And when she divorced and got remarried, she married the gentleman who was a hit songwriter. He wrote Ain't No Good Chain Gang. And so the release was Struggle. We actually got an official release, the same as Waylon did and Johnny. And we got to distribute that and have authorization and all that. So any of those songs, we try to follow the proper channels and pay homage to those writers who, paved the golden path we call country music.
Absolutely. And I know you're a great big advocate of classic country. And I love that because it's my favorite music ever, ever, ever. Okay. So we are already live. I always feel like I sound like anyway, it's a long story. I'm a big goofball. So we are going to have some fun, CJ. I'm so glad you're here. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're already live. I gave them a few minutes to come on now. For some reason, you're tiny. Let me see if I can fix that. There. Now you're still there.
However you want to do it.
Now look at you.
I know.
That way I'm not as big. Well, I'm still big.
Watch myself.
Hi, everybody.
Now.
I'm so glad y'all are here. This is CJ Garton, our special guest. It is Garton, not Garton.
Yeah, Garton. Yeah, okay. Think of Dolly Parton. Think of Dolly Parton except for G.
Got it.
Extra up front.
Absolutely. Well, let me play your ad real quick, and we'll play our little video, and we will get started. Okay. And
Sounds
we'll
good to me.
just kind of ad lib.
I dare you.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make you. We're going to try to laugh a little bit, okay? Guys and gals, I'm so glad y'all are here. I don't know if you can see on your right-hand side, we have Sammy, we have Roger, we have Rhonda, we have Melba, we have Rhonda again. Thanks for being here, and no telling who else is here. I'm so glad y'all are here. So let me go ahead and play your video real quick with one of your great songs. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin in just a moment. Stand by, please.
Free man's prison. I'm destined to die before I ever start living. Oh, I feel like a felon in a free man's prison. I'm destined to die before I ever start living. So I'm doing time as a innocent villain. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison.
Get to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure to use the comment section from wherever you're watching to interact during our live shows. We're so excited about our special guests and can't wait to hang out with you. Stream Carolyn's Corner live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and 1071krxp.com.
Hi, it's Carolyn. We're so excited about our special guest tonight, and we're so glad you're here. Get ready. We're going to have some fun. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner.
Oh, I feel like a felon in a free man's prison.
Okay, so I just had to update my system, and I still don't know how to use it. I'm so sorry. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't play the whole video because I don't want to make CJ wait all night. So I'm so glad that you all are here, or as I say, CJ, y'all all. I say y'all all because I combine them all together. See, lovely hair.
That's okay. That's okay. There's too many pronouns nowadays, and
for real. I'm just going to say y'all all, just all inclusive.
Yeah.
It includes everybody. So CJ, I'm so glad you're here. Why don't we start off, if you don't mind? We didn't get a chance to even discuss how we do this, because it's kind of just by the skin of our teeth, or whatever they say, the shirt of, I don't know what that saying is. Why don't we start off, if you don't mind, hon, and just tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever you would like to share.
well, before I get started,
Okay, hold on, CJ. I'm sorry. Hang on. We started a few minutes early. My husband's like, so hold on. Because we're at the radio station. So he wants me to wait until the radio. Hang on just a minute. So sorry.
You're fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go on here on my phone. So if I'm looking down, I'm actually looking at my phone. So that way I can help keep up with some of these comments for people as well.
Good.
So
that's a great idea. We've got a few more things, and then we will be back. Sorry, folks. Just hang tight, okay? It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
Sorry about that. He's right. I should have waited. I got so excited. We were off for a few weeks, so I was out of town, so I'm just like ready to get back to it.
Hey, that's okay.
Let me see if I can delete this song. Hang on.
Stop the song. I don't know why it didn't stop. Did you do something?
No, I didn't do nothing. I just did. Sorry, we're trying to get the song to stop so we can. There we go. Okay, hold on. Sorry, CJ.
That's
my
okay.
goodness. That way you can tell us all about yourself, and the radio will hear you too, okay? Oh, goodness.
Wait, the people out there again?
Yes.
I guess I just put that song in there.
Okay, here we go. We're about to start. I'm going to go online and introduce you and introduce the show, and then we'll get going.
All right.
I got a little excited, CJ.
That's okay. You can get excited and threaten me a good time. I dare you.
I will.
Hang on just a second.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner. We are downtown Beeville, right around the corner from the beautiful courthouse, and we are here live in the studio, and we have a guest coming to us remotely all the way from Nashville, I believe, Mr. CJ Garton. Is that correct, CJ? You're in Nashville or no?
Yes, I am in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm from Bristol, Oklahoma, on a cattle ranch in Depew, 6th generation ranch out there that we've had for forever.
That's great.
But,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but Nashville's been, really good to us, the same way as Texas, Oklahoma market has. Usually people pick and choose sides, but I've never been good at that. I try to love everybody.
That's the way it should be, CJ. Exactly. Well, I'm super excited that you're here tonight. I fell in love with your voice when I got to hear you. I was like, oh my gosh, you have got such a classic country rich voice. I just love it. Why don't we start off by you telling us a little bit about yourself? We're just trying to adjust the volume a little bit to make sure everybody can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me first, before I begin talking about myself, let me go ahead and say a few things, because today is Veterans Day.
Yes.
And I'm also a military veteran. Me and my brother joined the United States Navy, and we did our time there. And it's important that we just had the election. We've been going through a lot of things in our country, so I think it's an important time to take time to thank our veterans, our active duty, and our first responders, everybody that gives us our opportunity for our freedoms, and is what made this country great. And I just want to say that. I want to thank Truck Central, our sponsors, who have been extremely great and kind. And a big shout out to my buddy Bo out there, and everybody, the whole Bloss family and stuff. But at the end of the day, as you can see right here behind us, you got the flags, you got the memories. That was for a Wounded Warrior event we did back when Wounded Warrior was just this little bitty project and just started up. And we've been very proud to support that red, white, and blue as much as we can.
Absolutely. And thank you for saying that right off the bat, because we absolutely do not want to forget that. And thank you so much for your service, as well as your family member service, and to all the veterans out there. Thank you. And thank you for anyone who's tuning in who's a veteran. We are so grateful for your service. So, and again, thank you for your service, CJ. So where did you serve at, sir? What branch?
Oh, I was all over the place, but I, went through my basic boot camp training in Chicago at Great Lakes, and then we moved on down and did search and rescue, did air crew training in Pensacola, and then we kind of bounced around from that point here and there. My brother ended up getting out about a year later after me, and he got to go over to Japan and see some things also and come back. And it's funny because we were supposed to join together, and he had a height weight ratio. He's short and stocky, and I'm tall and skinny. He said he's built like an English bulldog, and so he had to meet the height weight requirements. So he came back in about 5 months after me, or 6, and caught up together with us. But I grew up. You asked me earlier my love for music and stuff, and how a little bit about me. Music was always kind of a therapy for me, like a psychiatrist. We didn't have that stuff growing up, and when I was a kid in Oklahoma, if you had problems, you dealt with it, or Grandpa dealt with it for you.
Amen on that. Yeah, absolutely.
So music was a great outlet for me. It was a great opportunity, and I was born with a gift that I didn't realize that was a gift, because my dad could do it, and so I just kind of wrote songs. I remember being in a sandbox, being 2-3 years old at 4, and making songs up.
Wow.
So I got a vast catalog of music. Like, people can, I guess, talk about how much songs they have, but if they ain't great songs, that they don't matter really. the trick is to really relay stories of how you feel or how you perceive somebody else feels, and understand the empathy and the humility and compassion of what that song means. And so I think that's why when you're very kind about, my voice and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of great vocalists that I draw myself to may not be, some operatic singers, but they evoke emotion when you hear them.
Yes.
It's about delivery of knowing that, you can relate to that song because of the heartfelt way that artist delivers the song. And that's what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to sing and write songs that do that for others and myself, because every time I'm doing it, you get that same emotion, you get that same feeling every time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what people are attracted to, that emotion, because if they can't feel it, the odds are very high that they won't be listening to you. And that's why you've been around doing this for so long, because you have that intense emotion in your voice. So real quick, CJ, I'd like to go and make sure we're up to date with the comments, because we have so many great people tuning in, and I just want to make sure that we acknowledge them. Okay. So Let's see here. So let me start. Okay. First of all, Rhonda said, hello, beautiful. And CJ's like, well, I've never been called beautiful. Just kidding.
Hey, that's okay. You call me what you want, just not late for dinner.
I love that. That's great. Hey, Rhonda, thank you for being here, sweetie. Melba says hello. Rhonda says yes. Roger says hello. Hello from Sammy. Sammy just said, great song, CJ, cool voice. If I'm not mistaken, her husband was also a country singer too. So we have a lot of artists that come through during the shows and songwriters, and it's just really cool because let's see, you are show number 154. I mistakenly said 200.
Wow.
I added 50 somehow. Yeah. So it's been incredible. It really has. The people that we've had on here have just blown my mind, and I'm so glad to add you to the list. So we have our dear friend Sarah on here too. She said hello. Rhonda says, nice to meet you, CJ. It's like we're all hanging out in the living room or on the porch.
I like it.
Yeah. And then Michelle said, by the way, hello, Michelle. She said, we love you, CJ. And that's Michelle Lauderdale Ray. Is that a friend of yours?
I've got a lot of friends. I'd have to see the
do.
pictures and stuff. When you start mentioning last names, I start getting curious.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just going to keep going.
But you know what, though? Any friend of you guys is a friend of mine. And if you are friends of mine and you're on here, I love every one of you, because I know a lot of really good folks from all over the place. And it's crazy how many people you meet. And,
yes,
if you can't put a face to the name sometimes, it's just impossible.
Yeah, there's too many. There are too many. And I have the worst memories. So I'm good with faces.
If I see you coming over to the house, we cooking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Michelle, whichever way you found us, I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you'll continue to tune in. I love adding members to our family, because to me, it's like a crazy family. We have so much fun, and it's a place just to hang out and be ourselves and get to know artists, singer-songwriters. Sammy said, I'm thankful for your service to both of you and past and present serving. Yes, amen. We have Brent Bordeaux here. He was on our show, I believe. I've had so many. I'm just like, I can't remember all these names.
Yeah.
He said, thank you, CJ, and your brother for your service. Hello, Carolyn's Corner. Hello, Brent. It's so good to see you. And Rhonda said, thank you, National Guard here. Sammy said, I agree, Carolyn. CJ, you have a classic voice. Love it. And we haven't even heard you singing yet, except for the little ad there. So I completely agree. And I will be checking the comments periodically. I'll try to keep up with everyone. So tell us, so you started singing in a sandbox. So you've been doing this, or you started writing songs and singing.
Yeah.
Did you have any formal training, or you just kind of said, man, did you just kind of accidentally figure it out? You said you didn't know it was a gift.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you are born with something that you can do naturally, you don't realize that it's something unique or different.
Wow.
My dad was able to write songs, pick a guitar up, invoke that emotion. And, he was the first person to me he was Keith Whitley before I found out who Keith Whitley was. Because my dad had this sound and this vocal style and these songs that he wrote, because, Dad didn't always have the easiest life growing up. We didn't have a lot. We worked hard for everything. And, it just wasn't a path that was always something, that was drawn out for him. And
Absolutely.
and so being a little kid and seeing that and watching that and seeing that gift and that talent that he had, and then I was able to do something naturally. My kids can do it also. And so it was passed down, until I moved to Nashville, and I'm just, I jump into a songwriting session and I start dropping a song that I just made up with lyrics.
Right.
While we're talking, people are like, that's kind of like, they said that's not a normal thing usually, and some people just have it. Some people have different ways. Some write slower. My stuff's always kind of come like we're talking right now. You start just making something up and go with it.
Right. Right.
But it was really awesome because, working the ranch and having to do a lot of stuff around the ranch and having to work, the hay fields in the summers and things like that. That wasn't always the most fun of work. When you're a kid, you want to play, you want to.
That's hard work. Yes.
But writing songs, making songs up, listening to the radio and singing along, that helped pass time for me.
Right.
And then, once I started picking up on Dad and what he was doing, he could play lead guitar, drums, all kinds of stuff, naturally self-taught. I just naturally did it. My dad and family wasn't the type of people to nurture your talents, your gifts. They weren't like, here's a guitar, I'm going to get you lessons, I'm going to walk you through this. It was more like, here's a guitar for Christmas, good luck, and if you wanted to learn how to do that, you did it. My dad, one thing, he nurtured was he taught me how to hunt. I think
That's
probably
good.
it's that way. I just wouldn't mess up all the noise and scare off all the deer as I got older.
Yeah, that's probably a lot of it because it's so hard to keep a kid quiet. Well, I like that better because they're not forcing you into it. I mean, it's a thing. If you want to do it, you do it. So let me see. When my friend Marie is here, she said, "Hey, Carolyn, I'm here, but I was on a different page of yours." Oh no, I have my. She's always tempting me with her snacks. She has her cherry vanilla ice cream and her root beer float and ready for the music. And she says, "Hi, CJ." Marie.
Hello. I'm
she's
just
wonderful.
jealous.
All of these people that are here, CJ, are just wonderful people. I'm so grateful for them. Yes. And Maria's helped me so much. She's brought so many artists because she is a huge country music fan and she goes to live music every night if she can. She really does.
Maria.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Oh my gosh. So you've had a really cool upbringing. I mean, being able to hunt and all that. Now I was going to ask you, when did you learn to play guitar? And you said you were self-taught. How old were you when you started playing?
I got my first guitar when I was probably about 9 years old. Wow. But I had a lot of admiration to, be hunting and fishing and playing in the woods. So I'd pick it up every now and then, and I was writing all the time, constantly, so I could sing and write. So I didn't have really this need to go, oh well, why do I need to play guitar if I can sing the melodies? They're all in my head,
right? Right.
And so when I was about 12 or 13, I got a opportunity to play at a breast cancer benefit for Bristow High School. And then on the football field, and we booked it. It was booked 5 months out in advance. So when I was about 12 or 13, I got on and I took a copy of "Don't Close Your Eyes" on the radio and I recorded it. And I listened to "Don't Close Your Eyes" and another song over and over and over again, playing the guitar, figuring out what to do because we didn't have internet either. And
back in the day,
Grandpa wasn't going for that. Y'all might have got to enjoy DirecTV. That wasn't us.
Very few of us did anyway that are on here. Yeah.
And so it was one of those things. And whenever I couldn't hear myself on the guitar anymore, it blended with the music and sounded like it was kind of just right there with it. You couldn't hear it. I knew I was on the right track, and so I was able to play a song at that event. And then I actually sang one a cappella, and I didn't really start developing I had a deep voice. Even as a young kid, I could get really low, even though I'm, high energy. So I speak a lot higher than my voice is, but I think that's just because I'm kind of an excited guy with a lot of energy, high metabolism. But I remember being in elementary school doing the Kit Kat commercial, like "Give me a break, give me a break," and people thought it was the craziest thing seeing
That's cool
somebody
though.
don't weigh 70 pounds or something at that time, or 80, with a deep voice,
Yeah. Man, I really like that a lot. And I like the way you did that. So you're literally playing it by ear. That would be the idea. I mean, the exact
Yeah.
way you're doing it. So you didn't know chords or anything, did you? Or did you?
No,
No,
I
basic.
no, I
Wow,
didn't know
that's
anything.
amazing, CJ. I mean, that is really, really cool.
Oh, I
So I
appreciate
can,
it.
man, that is a really cool story while you're over there singing. Give me a break. Let me see here. I saw, okay. Now, Rosalie said, really, ladies, Rosalie Hovenkamp is here, and I want to tell you a little bit about her. She is a Christian singer-songwriter, and she just won another award. She also does a television show. She's incredible. Rosalie, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much, sweetie.
Yeah,
I'm so
thank you,
proud of you.
Rosalie, and congratulations on your award.
Yeah, she's so talented. Her voice is just like an angel singing. Okay, so she's eating Star Crunch. You are killing me. Hi, CJ. Come down here to Victoria, Texas, and do some singing for us. And I'm going to tell you about that. Marie's has connection to the Texas Opry. They have a house band, and they invite artists to come and sing with them. And it's a huge deal. It's at the VFW, which would be right up your alley. But the only thing is, it's in Texas. But I know she could get you on. It would be an honor. It would be an honor. I always forget, it's her cousin that does the sound. He's the in charge of the band. He has the whole band, and it's a complete band, fiddle and steel and everything. They are really, really good. So let's see. We have someone by the name of TJ Lewis here. And Rosalie, I'm glad you came to catch it too. I don't know if you can see these. I'll try to keep up. I'm sorry. TJ said, howdy, good evening. Happy Veterans Day. Yay. Next up, Thanksgiving. Ugh, I know, where we just have to eat. Oh, what a shame.
Well, I mean, that's deer season for me. Like, that's kind of a religion for us. When we go out, we go in and we sit down and watch the football games all day, and then we take all the leftovers and take them to the woods with us back, and then we hunt for about a week and a half and live on turkey until we just are absolutely tired of it.
But that's really cool. So that, honestly, I can't even imagine how much fun that is to look forward to that, because you're with your whole family, right? Going hunting and all the guys, right?
It is, and it's a great memory too, because we lost my father when I was in the military, and so it was one of the situations where I for the first year, I kind of didn't want to go, and then after that, it was such just a wonderful memory. It's such a great visualization whenever you can turn around and be at the same place somewhere, and your mind kind of flashes back, and I guess I would say there's no better way to bring somebody back than continue those memories on.
I agree with that. I mean, I've lost my dad a long time ago, and first of all, my condolences. It's tough. And, it's hard to even fathom when you're when you're young and you're at home, you don't think about those things, and as you get it, I think it's incredible that you're continuing those traditions though, because I always say, well, my dad would have been here. He's here, you can just feel him. It's like, man, he's here. So let's see. Oh, Marie gave us the name again. She said Crossroads Country Opry is the name of it. And I'm trying to make sure I cover everything. Rosalie said, I wish I learned to play guitar. Well, Rosalie, you need to learn, because I did it, CJ. I bought me a new guitar. I can't even believe it. I wasted money. So because I have a guitar, but it's too big for me. So that's my excuse all these years. So I'm trying to get decent enough to where I can at least accompany myself to my own songs that I write. So I said, I'm going to do it. I have to now. I spent money on the guitar. The other one was given to me. So,
well, hey, if I were you, the first thing I'd learn is Okie for Muskogee. It's just 2 chords.
Oh, really? What 2 chords? It's not an F, is it?
No, it's not. No, okay. It's not. It's not. No. F is a tough chord for a lot of people.
It sure is.
And I mean, because my wife plays guitar a little bit, but she plays with us in the band and sings her butt off too, and she plays 7-string fiddle. So you mentioned the fiddle in the band. Usually I have a harmony and a fiddle, and also a opener, or if I'm opening for her, we switch off. It don't matter. It's been really cool. It's a very Johnny and June thing, and you invited us out to that show. We want to do a lot more shows in Texas.
Yes.
We don't signed with any agencies. Like, we're not with UTA. We tried some smaller agencies in Texas, and you know, with the clientele they have, with the best, I'd say the best success we've had is the people getting the word out, wanting to book us and play
Yeah.
casinos and fairs, festivals. We unfortunately are not able to do a lot of smaller venues because just the overhead of inflation is just insane.
It
And
is. It really
so,
is.
but you know, we, with our one of our sponsor, our main sponsor, Jeff Bloss, Truck Central and Bloss family and stuff, they have you know, offices in Kansas City, so that's right there next to, you know, Oklahoma and Texas, and so we get to get
Nice.
out there, and we have a lot of anticipation for being in the Texas, the Oklahoma, the Missouri area this year, and really want to saturate that area. I know Cody Johnson really had a lot of great success at that. I think people
Yeah.
are really looking for, you know, that statement of that old George Jones song, "Who's going to fill their shoes?" You
Absolutely.
know, we're not saying that, you know, we're those artists, but we are saying we would be honored and humbled to have the opportunity to be the next group of people that deliver real country on radio,
Yes.
real
Because
country
we
across the masses.
absolutely, because if y'all don't do it, it's just going to die. Because I was listening to the radio today and I told my husband, "Ah, that is not country. You know, it's
No,
not country anymore." And I'm craving that real traditional country. So
yeah.
I'm praying that you all, and I say y'all for real, because it's going to be, you know, you younger people. And it's weird to me, because to me, it doesn't even feel like it's, I don't know about you, but it's like, how can they all be that old? Because it feels like they should still be on stage, you know, and jumping
Well,
around, and wow,
they
time goes by
should,
so fast.
but I mean, you gotta think about the country music and how much of a heritage it was. You know, when you went from like the Lefty Frizzell's and, you know, that era to the next generation, like Merle Haggard's, you got Marty Robbins, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
Chet Atkins, you got all these people that went through generation after generation, and then Randy Travis came around, and people don't think about this, but you know, Kenny Rogers was a pop artist out of L.A. Kenny Rogers
Yes.
is now considered a classic country
I
artist, you know,
know. When we
and
were
he,
watching a show about him, that was interesting. Go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and so when you think about, like, you know, that kind of stuff that was very pop, he came into country, and country at that time, and the movement, it was not as far as it is now because the world has changed and evolved.
It sure
But
has.
at that time, you know, late 70s, early 80s, it was pop country, but it just had not been that far left. And
Yeah.
then the guy named Randy Travis came around, and Keith Whitley, and they just brought country back. And then Merle and Waylon and Willie, all those guys who were doing it in the 70s and 60s, all of a sudden got the chance to now do it again. And
Right.
they had some of their last hits that they had were in that era. And then all of a sudden, you know, the Garth Brooks era came out, Tim McGraw's, things like that. You know, it's funny when I talk to people, because I grew up on Grandpa's radio. I didn't grow up in that age group, but when I talk to folks, I say, you know, I love classic country too, and they go, "Yeah, I do too." I said, I love Tim McGraw," and I'm like, that's not classic country. I mean, Tim
Oh,
McGraw, yeah, is a country artist,
yeah.
and in the beginning of their career, like "Don't Take the Girl," stuff like that, you know,
Mhm.
we were still had this blend of country music. You know, like we have shirts that we sell on our merchandise page that says, "I only put pop on my whiskey, not my country."
Oh, good. That's
And
a good one. I like
yeah,
that.
and so we're very firm believers. Like, I don't knock any of that stuff because I write a lot of that music, but I
Yeah.
know what my voice is made to deliver, and I know what makes me happy. So,
Yes.
you know, I have been on several labels that tried to push us towards the pop country stuff, but I knew that be I wouldn't be happy singing that. It doesn't matter how much money it would make me. I I'm more about a conviction that you know, this is the kind of music I want to deliver emotionally, and I want to have the opportunity. And now I feel like, you know, with Yellowstone being popular and all these new artists coming out like Zach Top and these guys, now is this, you know, next opportunity for real country to have a huge impact. You know, Lainey Wilson's a perfect
Oh,
example of it.
yes.
You know,
She's amazing. Absolutely. Well, CJ, I have to interrupt you for a moment. My husband just reminded me. He's doing the sound for me. He's so wonderful. We need to take a commercial break, because we try to get at least 3 of our sponsors ads in during the show. So let's pause for just a moment and hear from our sponsors. Okay, CJ?
Sounds good.
Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let me turn it up so y'all can hear it. Craving comfort food with a live music twist, with a small town feel and down-home food? Then the Co-op Cafe and Grill in Tynan, Texas is your local go-to spot. Savor our daily lunch specials. For example, try our famous fried fish platter on Fridays, or indulge in hearty turkey and smoked ham on Sundays. Enjoy live music every Friday or Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. Don't miss our new homemade onion rings. Follow us on Facebook for upcoming events and specials at the Co-op Cafe in Tynan. We're located at 424 Highway 359 in Tynan, Texas. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. For more information or to place an order, call us at the Co-op Cafe in Tynan at 361-678-4132. We can't wait to serve you. Come hungry, leave happy. One more. Craving something sweet and refreshing? Head on down to
The Panaderia
at 110 East Bowie Street, right here in Beeville, Texas, right next door to the Dale radio station studio. Indulge in Bluebell ice cream, snow cones, and delicious, fresh, never frozen fruit cups. Try their sandwich combo for just $8.25. That includes a sandwich, fruit cup, chips, and a drink. And now available for the holidays, they have fruit bowls, sandwich platters, and vegetable platters. They're open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. That's
The Panaderia.
your go-to. I couldn't say it, so he said it.
You are listening to Carolyn.
Oh, it still makes me laugh. That's the owner of the station. Make you laugh.
That's what.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carolyn's Corner. We are here with CJ Garton. CJ, go ahead. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Go ahead. What were you saying, sir?
What am I going to go ahead on? What am I doing?
That's right. That's right. I interrupted you. So I tell you what, CJ, why don't we go ahead and play one of the songs that I've downloaded, okay? If you're ready. Man, you've had such an interesting career already. So I wanted to ask you, you said either your wife opens for you or you open for her. Do we happen to know your wife? If you open for her, she must be a pretty big deal.
Well, Laura Lee, and sometimes she'll get, she goes by just Laura Lee, and you know, it's one of those situations where, honestly, my wife sings her butt off. She deserves the opportunity. She's been a huge blessing to me. You know, she's given me 2 beautiful boys, and somehow puts up with me. I don't know how that's, you know, I mean, you gotta find these level-headed women to try to rein in some of these wild cowboys. I was probably voted least likely to get married first, and I was one of the first ones to go.
Oh my gosh. And I like that. What did you say? Love-led women? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I thought so. Now I give every songwriter ideas on here. One of these days they're going to give me credit. So you need to write a song called that, Love-Led Women. You have written that, right?
I'm going to give it to
I'm not even kidding. And my as a lyricist, my brain is going, Love-Led Women, Love-Led Women. Write it down. I'm just I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, well, thank you to your beautiful wife for all she does to help. I know she's gorgeous. I know she has to be. And I'm so excited that she's sharing you with us tonight too. So let's see. I see a couple of more comments. Sammy said, sorry for your loss, CJ. I love hunting. Great memories with my family. And then Sammy also said, word of mouth is the best, I think, CJ. And Sammy said, she wants one of your t-shirts. Okay. And then Kathy Lee, and I'd like one of those too. And Kathy Lee said, Laura Lee Gartonis.
No, it's Laura Lee. I mean,
Laura
she's
Lee.
my wife, so her last name is Laura Lee Garton, but it's Laura Lee if you look it up on Spotify or whatever. Or you can look up Laura Lee Garton, same way as you said my name. You can look her up on socials. She has a boutique, also, it's Country Candy Boutique, where she makes the hats. Matter of fact, while you're playing that song, let me know when you kick the song off, and I'll go grab that hat I talked about.
Yes, absolutely. I'm getting ready to. And then Sammy wrote "Love-Led Women." I love that line. That is
Thank you.
beautiful. It's not like we hear lines like that every day, CJ. You're just naturally, it just flows out of you like a waterfall. So you're like, "Love-led women." Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love it.
It's one of those things where, you hear a lot of things said every day, and
Right.
As a writer, our brains, I think, work differently, so we pick up on little things that might have said a million times, and we're like, wait a minute. Like I wrote a song, and it was actually come off of a joke or a meme or something that was on a t-shirt,
Right.
and I was like, the t-shirt hadn't been old as I get out. And it's called "The Road You're On Asphalt." And
I like
we
that.
thought it'd be funny, so we wrote the song, and they kind of made it comedic and stuff.
I like that. Oh, I want to hear that. I
Yeah.
want to hear that for sure. So Kathy said Laura Lee Garton and CJ are both amazing. Well, I'm going to look her up. Maybe we can get her on the show too, CJ. That would be beautiful, really.
Yeah, absolutely. She sounds like a bluegrass version of Stevie Nicks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm already in love with her already. I can't even wait. That would be really cool to have her on. So we need to talk about that after the show. So let's the first song that I have on my list is Free Men's Prison. I can't even talk. Free Men's Prison. I cannot talk. I'm so sorry.
It's
Okay, hold
okay.
on. So do you want to get the hat? I'm going to go ahead and start it right now.
Yeah, go ahead and just let everybody know. And the whole reason we dropped this song, it only came out a couple weeks after we dropped our last tune, and that was because the election was coming up, and I dropped it on the first because this song really evokes kind of how we all are feeling. How we, are trying to figure things out and trying to all come together. And, I'd like to see a lot more unity and a lot more kindness, with your neighbor, your fellow neighbor, and remember, kind of what your grandma taught you instead of what media is teaching you nowadays.
Oh my gosh, that's beautifully said. Yeah, amen to that, CJ. Okay, so here we go. This is Free Man's Prison. Now I said it right. Here we go,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Keep off the grass, don't drink water, we shouldn't use gas, the world's getting hotter. They teach us to pray, and they argue the Father, love thy neighbor, but to hate the color. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. I'm destined to die before I ever start living. So I'm doing time as a innocent villain. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. We're bound by society and all its make-believes, held back by who we are, even more by who we ain't. And I've tried to cross that line, but the man says I can't. I'm starting to feel like keep off the grass, don't drink water, we shouldn't use gas, the world's getting hotter. They teach us to pray, and they argue the Father, love thy neighbor, but to hate the color. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. I'm destined to die before I ever start living. So I'm doing time as a innocent villain. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. We're bound by society and all its make-believes, held back by who we are, even more by who we ain't. And I've tried to cross that line, but the man says I can't. I'm starting to feel like a bird in a cage. Oh, I feel like a felon in a free man's prison. I'm destined to die before I ever start living. So I'm doing time as a innocent villain. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. In a free man's prison. Oh, I'm destined to die before I ever start living. So I'll do my time as a innocent villain. I feel like a felon in this free man's prison. In this free man's prison.
Oh my goodness. What an excellent song, CJ. That's beautiful. I love it. That is gorgeous. And I'm looking at the comments as we're going. I see Sam. Wow, Waylon, Merle, and all the greats I hear. I hear Bocephus, haha, and I do too. I right away is who I heard. Great song, love your voice. That's what Marie said. That was gorgeous. Thank you so much, CJ. Wow, what
Hey.
powerful lyrics.
Thank you, baby. Are you kidding me?
I loved it. I thought it was gorgeous. So you have a hat you want to show us, or you want to play another song first?
Oh, here, yeah, I can show you. This is my wife's personal hat she made. She never keeps anything for herself. She always kind of feels guilty, but she also wants to keep every hat that she makes with every fiber of her being.
I'm sure.
But she custom makes hats. Like Manuel, the clothing designer, is a designer for the Stars. He made pretty much all of Johnny's stuff, all the Dollies, Porter Wagner, Zach, everybody you can think of. He makes all their stuff. He's 92 or 93 now, and Manuel's one of my sponsors, and he only makes one of one. He never makes a copy of anything. So my wife wanted to do the same in hats, so no one ever has the same hat. She only makes one, and she doesn't make another one of it. So if she sells you a hat, then she only made one of them, and the only one exists, so it's yours. And this is one of hers.
Ooh, look at that, y'all. That's really pretty. Whoa.
Yeah, she does all this by custom. Like this is her personal hat, and then she just made this one, which is really awesome. That's her turquoise band there. And then she does all this, hand paints this. She learned to paint because she grew up in a rural community in Virginia. And so inside Virginia, she went ahead and watched OETA or public access television like all of us did, didn't have cable. So she learned to paint with Bob Ross.
Nice.
She'd watch reruns of Bob Ross, and she learned to paint. And then she started, so she opened up Country Candy Boutique in 2018, I guess. And when she's on the road, she actually slings her products that she makes, and then also does like custom artwork and canvases, things like that, and does a ton of hats. We just made one for our sponsor's wife, and Dawn. And Dawn got 2 hats. I think she got an owl and something else. I think it was like some lilies or flowers. Wow. I'm probably gonna say something wrong, so don't quote me on it.
That's okay.
But do know.
Gosh. She is very, very talented. That takes a lot of skill to do something like that. So Marie said, love that green one. Marie is a painter herself, so she's
Oh,
painted
wow.
lots of beautiful things. Yeah,
Well-
no talent. So Sammy says, whoa, love those hats. I know.
Yeah,
I may
she
just have to
makes-
order one. I bet I know they're worth every penny, but she would have to charge a good penny for those.
She does. And she actually, a lot of those hats that you see are custom made like that can run anywhere like $800, $1,200. I know the girl that does some of Lainey Wilson stuff, it's now a name. Anytime you add a name to something, the price skyrockets. But my wife wants to keep things reasonable. So pretty much, her time, effort, and everything, she sells hats for about $350, $375.
Oh, that's not bad.
And she'll even do a special where it's $300. And I mean, she does everything. I mean, she'll literally do burn work. She'll get with you over the phone or through email and do exactly specifics what you want, colors, coordinating, certain stones. Some people want healing stones. Some people want Native American work on there. Some people want feathers like it's hanging in the background here. And so she'll do all that. She'll even do feather artwork painting. And so it's all custom, but it's pretty cool because it helps. Anytime you're artistic, you want to do stuff like that. You want to you want to have progress. You want to find an outlet that you can be creative.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad she has that. And plus you can sell them at the shows. I would hope anyway. Marie said she makes the hats and Billy Mata makes the boots. I forgot a previous guest, Billy Mata. He is a huge Western swing artist, like really big. He makes his own, he makes custom boots. That is so cool. Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Man.
Back in the day when they made boots, they didn't make a left and a right. You knew that?
No.
Yeah, they used to make boots straight, and your feet would mold the shape of the boot.
Whoa!
But yeah, they finally decided to start making left and right-sided boots eventually to conform. But the leather would conform to your feet, and that's how it would be a left and right foot boot.
Wow, that's a really cool piece of trivia. I need to write that down. No left and right. I mean, really, I'm always trying to come up with different trivia. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to write it down because I don't remember on anything. So I wrote it down. Good.
Yeah,
so ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the next song. Okay. What do you say? CJ, how about Oklahoma Wind? And I just kind of randomly selected some. How's that?
Yeah, please do. Wrote that by my buddy Turk McNamara. Turk moved here to be a hit songwriter and opened up an Irish pub.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. And it's because of your inspiration. I know that had a lot to do with it. I'm going to give you credit. I'm giving you credit. Hey, Carla Counterman is here. Carla, hello, honey. So glad you're here. Hold on just a second. I am downloading the next video. So Carla is here. Carla, I'm so glad you're here, honey. Okay, hold on. It's downloading. It's going to take just a minute. So glad all of y'all are here. I'm sorry I missed y'all so much. I've missed several shows because what I did is I scheduled way too far in advance, I believe, and a lot of people forgot, even though I send reminders. You know how it is. Everybody gets busy. So
yeah,
there were several shows we had to reschedule. So it's processing. It should download in just a second. I'm just getting used to the new system, the way it's working. I'm like, okay, where do I click? So I'm trying. Just y'all bear with me. Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. So who do you do sound a lot like Bo Cephas. Have you gotten that a lot?
I get Keith Whitley. I get Randy Travis. I get Merle Haggard probably the most. I feel like it all depends kind of on the song. And I think since, my look is similar to Hank Jr.,
that's probably
why it does lend the mind to kind of think that way sometimes. Like a lot of response I get on TikTok and videos, I do a lot of cover songs. I'm a hit songwriter. We've had over 400 songs cut by other artists, from The Voice, Tanya Tucker, David Unco, Ronnie McDowell, a lot of legendary artists too. But I don't go in there and I do those songs. I generally do stuff that I grew up loving and listening to, because fans don't get to hear that anymore nowadays. And and I've always wanted to kind of do my versions of them, and so it's a lot of TikTokers are going there and be like, this guy sounds like if Keith Whitley and Randy Travis had a love child, but he looks like Bo Cephas, and I'm like, oh, cool.
What a great combination.
Yeah, I was like,
that's funny. Oh my gosh.
Threat me the good time. Come on now.
For real. Yeah, exactly. Okay, hang on. Let me see if it's ready. Okay, it's ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a song called Oklahoma Wind. Are you ready, CJ?
Take it away.
Okay, here we go. Let's hope it works. I'm new at this.
Oklahoma wind sings in sighs like a spirit choir from the other side. I steal her memory now and then. That takes me back where it all began. Your blackened hair like feelings flow, a promise pure as the morning snow. I lost my heart when you took my hand. You gripped it tight there in Cheyenne. So blow, blow, wind, blow, you're the only love I've ever known. She waits for me to return again. Oh, blow me home, Oklahoma wind. Hymns are sung of stories told, lovers dream on wings of gold. Leaving you, my greatest sin, I only pray our love again. So blow, blow, wind, blow, the only love I've ever known. She waits for me to return again. So blow me home, Oklahoma wind. Waits for me to return again. Oh, blow me home, Oklahoma wind. Like a whippoorwill, I'll return again. Oh, blow me home, Oklahoma wind. Oh, blow me home, Oklahoma wind.
Hold on, y'all. Got to figure out how to get back over here. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get back over here. This thing is so different than what the other one was. Hold on. Sorry, CJ. I got us lost.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
There we go. I'm so sorry. They've changed up everything. Boy, I'm moving us around. Are you getting dizzy? Sorry about that.
I can
All
barely
right. That was
hear you.
beautiful. Oops. Let me go back. Hold on.
Hey, do me a favor, will you?
Yes.
If you can hear me right now, send me a private message on my Facebook page with this link in there or your number, and I'm gonna have to switch phones. I've been on here for an hour, and this phone can only handle about an hour's of footage. It's told me it's got about 5% left.
Okay,
so on
Sydney.
the next
I don't
song,
have you on Facebook, so I never did. Just send me your email, and I'll send you this link.
Okay, I can do that real quick.
Okay, and I'll copy it and send it to you. Please. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I got lost for a minute. Now we're little again. I'm trying to learn the new system. Oh, they made me update. I didn't want to, y'all. I did not want to. Remember last time I was on here, everything went crazy.
That's okay.
My gosh. All right. Yeah, if you can email it to me if possible. If not, let me know. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me okay, CJ?
I can a little bit. It's a lot more distant now. I don't know if it's because my phone's trying to die, but
it might
what we're going to do is I'm going to try to switch to this other phone. I'm just going to need to find that link, and
Okay.
I don't want to announce my number.
No, that's okay. You can put it under private. Hold on. I think I know where it is. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to send it to the iCloud one, okay?
No. Send it to that 1555 number that I gave you in the email.
Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. I've got to find that. Hang on. I'm so sorry.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Sorry for the delay. I just didn't know this was going to run longer.
No, that's okay. Yeah, gosh, it's already been an hour. How is that possible? We just barely started.
Hour and 5, and hey, it's okay. This other phone lasts twice as long for some reason, but it doesn't have all the gadgets this one has.
Oh yeah, I understand. Now I got to figure out how to get back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah.
I tell you what, you know what? Your email that you guys share publicly is available. Why don't you just give me that, and I can just send you a quick email, and you can reply.
Okay. Here, I send it to you on private chat. Okay.
Okay, that will work.
Actually, I'm just going to send you my other one because that's the one you had before.
Yeah, and I mean, if people want to do booking for us, I can give this one. This goes to our offices. So if you go to GBAR Records, RECORDS at yahoo.com, send it to that, and I can look it up on this phone. And then if you want to look up and try to figure out how to book us, or if you have an event coming up, go to GBARrecords at yahoo.com, send that to us. And we would love to get out and spend a lot more time in Texas than we got to last year.
Absolutely. So I sent that to you in the private chat. Do you see that, CJ? cbarrecords.com. Is that what you said? I'm going to try to write it.
GBAR. G like our last name, Garton. It's the name of our ranch, GBAR Ranch. So GBARrecords at yahoo.com. And so I'll go ahead and try to get on here and do that while we talk. And whenever you're ready to play another song or something, just let me know. I really appreciate it.
The next one. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the next one, which is I'm Talking to Ghosts. Let me download that one, okay?
How'd you like Oklahoma Wind? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I loved it. Someone said that it would make a good theme. Let's see. Would make a great theme song to a movie. I agree with that. I can see that in a Western, a cool Western. And I wanted to ask you, you said you're a hit songwriter, which I know I was going to mention that later. Tell us a song or two that we might have heard that's already been released, one that you wrote. I think that's so incredible. I see your records back behind you. That's so cool.
I wrote The Gun, which was one of my songs, but then Wade Jennings made it a big success. Waylon's grandson. I wrote Scars for Tanny Tucker and David Unco. All the Habits I Can Handle for David Unco. Ronnie McDowell, God Was Showing Off When He Made You. I've written a lot of stuff for Jimmy Charles, Taylor Ray Holbrook, who is a viral sensation on Vine. We got quite a few songs with him. It's just been a list of blessings. And, a lot of artists come in and we do production. We do a lot of writing for them or with them. And so there's been a lot of people. Like Jimmy Charles was an American Idol. We actually have a new single coming out that we co-wrote called A Boy and His Dog that just sings about the relationship and the love and admiration and, of when a child gets his first dog and the things that he learns, the value of the things that, about response.
Oh, yeah. All the discipline that's involved with that. Let me see. Yeah, yours break up a little bit. Did you send it yet, hon?
I haven't. I'm like I said, I was trying to find it on here. I don't. Let me see here. Where in private messages do I make that happen? How do I do that?
Okay, so it is. Make sure I didn't log out of here. Oh my gosh, hang on. It should be on your left-hand side.
I don't see that.
I logged myself out too.
Yeah, you're not going to help me with that. Let me just do this. GBAR Records at yahoo.com. That's in the public notes. That way people can send us things as well. Okay. If you just send that email link to there when you get a chance on your phone. whatever, and then I'll be able to switch over here in a minute when we listen to our next song.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get back where I was. Okay. Is acting weird. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, I'm back. Now let me see if I can figure out how to do this. He has to have a switch phone, and now I'm getting an echo. Tell me something. Okay, stand by just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and download this next song. I'm talking to Ghost. I know now I have an echo. All right, CJ, you're back. I'm downloading the video right now. I'm talking to Ghost, okay?
That's great. That wasn't very long, was it?
No, were you able to? Did you change phones already?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now I've got an echo, but that's okay. I'll just be quiet.
It's deader than a doornail.
I don't know how you did that so fast.
It's one of those 14s, and
Great.
I haven't got the new one because I don't believe in upgrades just because they come out.
No, I'm the same way. I don't even have an iPhone. I only have an Android.
Yeah, I don't do the Android just because it doesn't work well with our stuff that we use for Mac and our promotion.
Yeah, absolutely. So is
know.
there anything you'd like to say about Oklahoma Wind before we do the next song, I'm Talking to Ghost?
Yeah, actually, I do. I want to give a shout out to Turk McManera. McManera's is an Irish pub. It's been around, and Turk is a wonderful Celtic and Irish singer, and he plays on the weekends over there. It's on Donaldson Pike here in Nashville. They really loved that old Writers Round theme, and so my partner and my label, Joe Spivey, who is member of the Time Jumpers, and matter of fact, they're up for a Grammy nomination this year. So congratulate those guys.
Awesome.
Joe toured with John Anderson for 20 years, and he was co-owner of Bayou Recording Studios in Nashville, and they had everybody under the sun recording there. And Joe is probably the single most talented musician and artist that I've ever met and had the opportunity. But he's to go one step further. He's even a better person. He's even a kinder. And he's been, to me, a great mentor. I grew up, I did lose my dad on his 43rd birthday. I moved to Nashville, and he was supposed to move here with me and played guitar and wrote, but we didn't get to do that. I went in and out of this business on labels, and, I always felt this need to want to connect with the people that I work with. That's not always the case. Sometimes you just go through the process of working with somebody, and your friends, you might have a beverage or, might eat a dinner or might share some time together.
Right.
But when I told Joe, I said, Joe, I'd like to really do this, but I think I need to do it on my own instead of on a major label or on a label. I said, I think I need, the music that I want to make, traditional country, I want to bring this back around. I want to be another voice in that. And I said, I think in order to do that, I'm going to need to do this on my own. And I said, I'd like for you to be my partner. And if you've heard Seminole Wind, the song, like
Yes.
Wind, that was Joe and fiddle. I mean, you've heard
Oh my goodness.
on thousands, like tens of thousands of records. Joe is a regular session player. Anybody that knows the business knows Joe Spivey, his wife Darlene, a sweetheart. So Joe teamed up with me, and Joe's helped me a lot, not just musically but personally, understanding the importance of staying true to who you are and letting that shine. And, he calls them, word salads. He says, these ain't word salads. These got meat on the bone. These songs have something to say. And he goes, and you have something to say. It's not just this cliche of trucks and beer and this and that. And he goes, there's a time and place to have one of those. We'll probably drop some stuff that's really fun soon, because everyone needs some stuff that's lighthearted. But when you get down to the root of the songs that end up being timeless, that resonate, they're the ones like, Hank Jr.'s Old Habits. They're the ones like Merle, Make It Through December. They're the ones like Craig Morgan's, that I just climbed out of a cottonwood tree.
Oh, one of my favorites. I love that song.
Honeybees.
Oh.
Songs that evoke emotion, that you always remember where you were when that song came on the first time. You can be driving down the road, you might have to pull over because it's got tears in your eyes. Those are the songs that I want to make. And I mean, obviously we got, some good up-tempo honky-tonk stuff coming up. We worked with Jeff Huskins and Joe Spivey on this last project, and I got a lot of deep stuff. I got a dark album. I got a modern-day Highwayman album that hasn't dropped yet. Matter of fact,
gosh.
Yeah, we got this double vinyl record, which was you're seeing pieces of Oklahoma Wind.
Yes, I saw you on another interview where you show that. That is incredible.
Yeah, the back.
Look at that, y'all! Isn't that beautiful?
And in Cherokee, and we do have a few of these left. We only made 1,000 of them. They're all numbered. They glow in the dark. The centers are 24 karat gold. Jet Bloss, our sponsors, they were some of the first ones to get a round of them up there, and everybody.
Wow!
And so when you do get them, they are hand autographed. I put all of them together by hand. So being a double vinyl, it's 20 songs. So I did that 4,000 times.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's amazing. I know you're so proud of that. And tell everybody where they can get that album.
You can private message me on Facebook, on Instagram, or TikTok. Please follow all our socials. And only half of these songs are streaming right now. So if you want to hear the whole record, you got to buy this until we slowly trickle release all of them.
Right.
There's also cjgarton.com. You can go in there and do that. Our back orders are a little bit behind, so it might take about 3 or 4 weeks to get it in. But if you order directly from me, it probably can save you a few dollars, and we can probably get it to you faster.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, y'all. You hear that? Make sure you get you one of those. That is a classic. That's going to be one of those you're going to want in your collection for sure. Carla said, sorry, I had a phone call. That's okay. I'm just glad you're back. And this is going back to what you were saying. They're talking about their food still. That's phenomenal to brave it alone. That's what Sammy said when you said, instead of having a management team and all that, or a label. Kathy Lee said, amazing. And Carla, I'm glad you're back. Let's make sure. And I got rid of the echo because there was 2 of me.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on? It's bad enough to have 1 of me. When you add 2, I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow, that's beautiful. So y'all make sure and go take advantage of that. And also, can they get those t-shirts? You were talking about those t-shirts earlier. I'm going to have to check those out. They go to cjgarton.com to get those, or do they go to any of your social media?
Well, a great cjgarton.com is a great way for you to go in and take a look at the products we have.
Yes.
If you want to order directly through that, we will get the orders. It might take a couple weeks longer because we do have a lot of back order stuff and items that are just currently getting back into stock again. But if you contact me and you want to deal directly with us, you can send me a private message on any of our socials.
Okay.
And then if we don't respond, that only means it went to spam. So just let us know, because usually that does not happen. We usually get stuff and we can see it. We put a lot of orders in this past couple of weeks. And I was just on the phone with Nighttime Creations, who is one of our people that do a lot of our merchandising, because we also have Zippo lighters and we have Gerber knives and we have all kinds of stuff, because they're one of the few people that are sponsored with those companies that they work with. And we'll get all custom stuff, but all the t-shirts, the hats, there's something on there too that you want that you don't see, just ask me. We can probably make it and send it to you. I ain't scared.
You probably can. That's amazing. And with your lovely wife as creative as she is, my gosh, that's wonderful. I love that. And you're selling all of this merch at all of your shows. A lot of it, I'm sure you're selling, especially the t-shirts and the hats. So man, we definitely want you to come to Texas as soon as you can. Y'all make sure you hit him up if you have a venue for him. Marie, I know you have connections there. See what you can do. Work your magic, woohoo, and see if we can get you down here. That would be incredible.
Yeah,
so why don't you tell us a little bit about this next song? I'm Talking to Ghosts. That title caught my ear, I guess, MII. Tell me about this. I love titles like that.
This is one that we wrote. Some buddies of mine had originally done a version on this song, and I really liked kind of the idea with where they're headed with the idea and the song and the spooky kind of feel. It reminded me of kind of, like a 90s alternative rock with a country delivery,
Nice.
So we wanted to kind of give it that bluegrass country delivery. So we did some writes on this and rewrites and co-writes. And we had Shane Grove and David Wade and another writer on this thing. And when we got done, it just had this really cool vibe. And at that time when we wrote it, Cody Jinks really wasn't known at all. He was still playing, clubs in Texas for $500 and doing his rock and country music and stuff. And it really reminded me kind of like, after Cody came out, it was funny because I was like, man, this could go great on a Cody record. And we pitched it, but they had already done the record. So I was like, let's just put it on this one. Let's drop it. Because I love this song. David and them are great writers. David Wade, managed David & Co. and he got us those cuts. And we all write together. And Shane Grove, I believe his regular job, I think he's a mailman or post office worker. And so it's funny.
Wow.
And so a lot of those guys, have regular day jobs, but they write music on the side, and they've been very blessed, to do that. This song is it kind of plays with the idea of, not just talking about literal ghosts, but the things that haunt you, the things that like stick in your mind, the memories that we deal with daily. And like sometimes like when you see something and you kind of have to take a second look to see if it's there. And so we were really proud to do this. And my son actually made the lyric video for this song.
Very cool.
He was only like 10 years old or
That's
12.
what I was going to say, because you're young. So I was like, man, this must be very young.
But he taught himself to write code when he was like 6 or 7. And then like he wanted me to play Minecraft and Roblox. And instead of him just saying, hey, Dad, we should play Minecraft and Roblox, he brings me downstairs on my computer one day. And he's like, I want to show you something. And it was a PowerPoint presentation of the benefits of playing Minecraft. And I was like, what?
Oh, I'm surprised my grandson hasn't figured that out yet.
So he gave me a PowerPoint presentation of how good Minecraft is and how I should play it with him. And so
what a clever kid. That's awesome. I love that. And a smart guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I was there like, this is some serious stuff. So I had to play Minecraft.
Wow. So Carla just said my birthday is Thursday, so I need that album. Well, happy almost birthday, Carla. Marie said nice title, and Sammy said thanks, CJ. I loved all the songs, and you're kind. Oh, and you're kind of an interview tonight. Kind of interview. I guess that's what. Replied to Carolyn's Corner. It won't allow me to send stars. Wait a minute. I think I got all mixed up. Imagine that. Me getting mixed up. Okay, so let's play this song.
I'm all mixed up.
It's part of my life. It's just like Carolyn's always mixed up. So you ready, CJ? Are y'all ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Here is I'm Talking to Ghost. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Here we go. Ooh, I know. And we just missed Halloween. That's all right. I got it right here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Move us out of the way. There we go.
Before the sunrise, I fear no evil, not in this life or eternal. I roam these halls, chasing after souls who've taken their last breath, can't find their way home. I'm talking to ghosts, hidden from the earthly eyes of most. I'm talking to ghosts. Oh, I'm talking to ghosts. I pray for mercy, come down on me. I've Seen the devil face to face, cracked a smile as he walked away. Now I roam these halls, chasing after souls, taking their last breath, can't find their way home. I'm talking to ghosts, hidden from the earthly eyes of most. I'm talking to ghosts. Oh, I'm talking to ghosts. Before now I couldn't find my way out, till I use the light of my heart to burn the flame and fight the dark. I roam these halls, chasing after souls, taking their last breath, can't find their way home. I'm talking to ghosts, hidden from the earthly eyes of most. I'm talking to ghosts. I'm talking to ghosts. Oh, I'm talking to ghosts. Ghosts.
Wow, that was awesome. Let me make sure I got this out of the way. I hope I don't take. I did it again. Hold on.
All right, we're talking to
I'm gonna
ghosts.
figure it out. Oh, y'all, this is so different than the other one. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll move that in a minute. I don't want to mess up anything. Oh my gosh, that was great. So let me read these comments. Forget it. We're just gonna stay where we were. Okay. So Carla said, "Get it." Sammy said, "Whoa, those lyrics are kind of a haunting thing." Marie said, "Awesome song, reminds me of me." Oh, really? Oh, really? I can't even talk tonight. I'm sorry. Sammy said, "I'm so happy I didn't miss you tonight." Thanks. You're so welcome. And I'm glad you didn't miss us either. And Marie said, "I do that a lot. Talk to ghost." Whoa. Kathy, before it started, said, "Let's go." And Marie said, "Love the music, the tune." Yes. My gosh, that's got a completely different vibe to it. But what a cool sound. I love it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure and have a lot of dynamics on the song. A lot of people don't realize this, but this record was made during 2020 and 2021. So there was a lot of weight going on. And so we hit a lot of issues. A lot of people, I guess, since this was my first record on my own record label that I started, my first time, working with Joe and me, we got to spend a lot of time in the studio, which we wouldn't have had that freedom. And we went through like 700 songs, 600 or 700 songs.
Wow.
My wife finally got to the point where she said, "Stop giving him songs, CJ."
How can you decide with that many? Oh my God.
We'd narrow it down to our favorite 60. And then I would come up and I'd meet him next week and I'd have 20 more songs I wrote. And he's like, "Okay, let's listen to these." And so we listened to those and it went up again, go up more and go down. We eventually finished with 14 songs. And by the time I was done, I'd written I'd written a bunch more songs, but 6 out of those others I wrote had to make the album. And the very last one I wrote, actually co-wrote with my buddy Jimmy Charles. And I was supposed to have written with John Prine. I never got to write with John. John was a sweetheart.
Oh.
I only met him that one time, and we scheduled trying to write. And John went into the hospital, and he never made it back out. Unfortunately, he passed away. He was such an iconic writer,
Yes.
very way of writing, and just very charismatic personality that made you feel good being around him. And that was hard. It reminded me of losing my father, losing the people that you love, and what all we went through. So the very last song on the album was All My Heroes Have Halos. That song is yet to drop. We'll be dropping in a year. But if you do get the record, listen to All My Heroes Have Halos, and that's the close of the album. It's the last song I wrote over the phone because we was doing the whole quarantine thing. And that song really hits home every time I hear it because it has such honesty in the lyrics and really, really brings truth to the matter that, all our heroes are slowly passing on. Merle's gone. Christopherson just passed, and Willie seems like he's like one of the last few of that iconic era, and it's amazing because he's probably voted least likely to outlast.
Yeah.
So the album really had a lot of weight to it. That record had a lot of a story, a lot of personal experience, and experience that I not only that I felt, but I saw through others and the world going through. And so we wanted to deliver that on this record. The next project we're doing is going to be a lot more lighthearted. I think, you got to have both sides of the coin. So people want to dance. People want to, sing about drinking at the lake and fish and things like that. So this next record is going to be a little more lighthearted. So we're going to give you both sides and give you an opportunity, depending on how you're feeling. You can hopefully dip into our catalog and find what you need.
And I love that. I mean, because you have to appeal to all the different emotions. That's everyone goes through that in life, ups and downs and highs and lows. And we always, to me, I always want to listen to music that reflects how I'm feeling, or that can help me when I'm going through a hard time, or lift me up even further when I'm having everything's going good. I'm happy. It's a great day. It's a happy day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's beautiful. So I wanted to ask you, I have other songs downloaded. Let's go. And I'm going to tell you what they are, and I'm going to let you pick one. Okay. How's that? Because I think I have more than one. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if you can still hear me while I'm up here. Okay. So I have, we have The Gun. We have Good Gone. And If Daddy Could See. Which one would you like to play next?
Are you serious? Those are the three you're going to throw at me?
Yes, I know. That's wrong, right? We can play another one after that. Maybe two. Okay. So.
Oh my gosh.
So how about we do Good Gone first? You know what I'm going to do, because it's you, CJ? I'm just going to go in order. We're going to play all of them. How does that sound?
I like that. I'm glad I was able to decide on that. I'm good with that.
I know. It's too much pressure. It is too much pressure.
And I would save The Gun to last because it is Veterans Day. And there's been an amazing thing, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to save it in the interview so that way you have to hang out and listen to this. But it's one of the coolest stories I've ever had about a song, and you guys have to stay tuned to hear it.
Okay, good. And that's the which one is that?
The Gun.
The Gun. Okay, we'll save it for last.
Yeah.
Okay, the one I'm doing right now, I'm downloading it. It is Good Gone.
Good Gone.
Good Gone. Let's let it download. Tell us about Good Gone while we're waiting before it's gone, before it's good and gone. Just kidding.
Well,
couldn't resist.
I before I started my label, I wanted to really make up some time that I'd missed with my son, because being on the road, sometimes you have to give up, who you love for what you love to do. And I didn't want to do that anymore. That's another reason why I started the label. I started homeschooling our kids, took them on the road with us.
Nice.
And family thing. So, I don't think, a parent should have to be at work all the time and not be there for those magical moments that your kid, growing up, whether it be baseball or playing in the woods. I wanted to be there for my son. And so the first thing I did is I pulled him out behind a computer, and I wanted to show him how real people really were, how I grew up, interaction 101. And we trained 2 horses, and I named them Poncho and Lefty.
Oh.
And we rode 700 miles from Nashville to Oklahoma back to our cattle ranch in 31 days.
Wow.
Back. We titled it Riding for Real Country, because I also asked people while I was out on the road if they miss country music the way it was and what they know country as being. And 100% of everybody was like, yeah, I don't listen to the radio. I listen to Spotify.
Yeah.
I listen to talk because that's not the country I love. And so,
true.
It changed his life. Well, I ended up writing 32 songs in 31 days on the trip, brought a guitar with me. And the very first song, the night before, we was having a really good time. And my guys came over and they were making bets on if we would be able to make this trip, if my son would survive this trip, and if he was going to give up and things like that. They was like, I know you can do it, CJ. He said, but you got a son who's like 12 years old, 13. I was like, you're getting ready to take him on a horseback ride for 700 miles. And
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, he ain't going to make that. And he did. He made it. He took to it like a fish to water. And
Wow.
so we were sipping a little bit that day. And so I woke up at like 6 a.m. getting the horses ready in the church parking lot by the house. And I had a little bit of a hangover. And I'm sitting there like, I didn't think we drank that much. I was like, this was not a good idea to go on a horse ride and get good and buzzed the night before, so I could feel like just total horrible crap.
Yes, of course.
So I had this idea in my head that just popped out, and while I'm saddling the horses, I'm next to a big dumpster and next to the church in the parking lot, and all I heard was woke to the sound of my heart breaking, and I was sitting there, and this melody just kind of fell out. In about 20 minutes the song was written.
Oh my gosh.
And I wrote it all down, and that was the first song we chose to cut on this record.
Oh my gosh. And those are usually the best kind. So what did Sammy say? Sipping a little bit that day. That's pretty good. And you're welcome, Sammy. Carla said, good pick, CJ. So let's play it. Make sure I got the name of it right. Good Gone, right? Okay.
Good Gone.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. And I did not listen to most of these, by the way, y'all. I didn't cheat. It was hard not to. Here we go.
To the sound of my heart breaking, couldn't clear my eyes for the pain in my head. Wishing last night was me just dreaming. Yeah, the truth is as strong as my whiskey breath. Can you good gone? What have I done, baby? Loving you, darling, just isn't enough. I turn to the bottle and it still don't faze me. Needless to say, I've been taking it rough. And you good gone, yeah, good gone, baby. What do I do? What do I do now? And you good gone. the sound of my heart breaking. Couldn't clear my eyes for the pain in my head. Wishing last night was me just dreaming. The truth is as strong as my whiskey breath.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. And I love that. The truth is as strong as my whiskey breath. That's a great line. I love it. Man, that was beautiful. So let me see. Sammy said there's not a bad song in the bunch. Are you sure you're not Texan? I hear my late husband in your humor.
Tell you what, us Okie and Texans aren't too far apart.
That's true. That's true.
All the time, but I think we grow up pretty much the same. We just cheer for different teams.
There you go. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Let's see. Marie said, wow, the deep voice. Awesome. Yeah, I completely agree. Wow, that really featured that even more. So Carla said, oh, my Lord. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my Lord with a W. I love that, Carla. That's, my Lord.
I'd rather hear that than bless your heart.
Yeah, I bet you hear that a lot. Well, bless your heart. Okay, let's see. What did I get here? Sipping a little bit that day. Okay. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny. I always love hanging out with these beautiful people. They just make me laugh and smile the whole night. Never know what they're going to say. They never know what I'm going to say. I try to keep it. Yeah. But usually when I try to be smooth and easy, something goofballish of me happens, or I say something ridiculous. So I'm so glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any gentlemen in the audience still, thank y'all so much for being here. You know, I love you all. If I haven't told y'all lately, I always tell them because to me, they can be anywhere, but they choose to be here on Monday and Tuesday night. We have shows 2 nights in the week now because we've been so blessed. So I'm glad y'all are here. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Got another great guest tomorrow night, actually a duo tomorrow night. So make sure y'all tune in at 7:30 Central. So CJ, let's get to the next song because I know, gosh, it's already 9 o'clock. Time just flies by, I swear. Let me go over here and download it. We're going to save the gun for the last.
Yeah.
It's the gun, right? Okay, let me make sure. Okay.
Well, time flies when you're having rum.
You gotta play the 9 o'clock thing.
Yeah, it does fly when you're having fun. Okay, if Daddy could see, that's going to be the next one. While that's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, I pushed the wrong thing, obviously. Hang on, let's try this again. It's trying to get me to sign up for something else. I'm not paying you no more money. People, I clicked upgrade. I want to upgrade again. Okay, if Daddy could see. Oh, that one, I already know that one's going to make me cry. What is going on with this thing? Well, we're going to have to do this a different way, CJ. Because it's saying in order to play more than 5 videos, which I'm going to start crying. Oh, no, you have to pay us more money. I'm not doing that. Okay, let's see here. Let me try this one more time. And if it doesn't work, maybe I can just do a screen share because we can.
You know, there's a music video of all these songs out on YouTube and stuff too.
I thought that's what I got. And then I noticed it's not playing the video. Hold on.
If you look up that, like there's music and lyric videos on all these songs. If Daddy Could See has got an amazing music video. If you'd like to pull that up.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can get it because I thought I had the music videos. And then of course, this new system is just...
they give you options where you can listen to the audio tracks and it just has the cover art of the album. But but yeah, there's YouTube videos on it and stuff, and
maybe I'm in 2 different spots because
there's only one YouTube CJ Garton YouTube, and it should have If Daddy Could See.
Okay, I got that one here. I see it. Hold on.
You see the video?
I'm sorry. Yes. I've just got to figure out how to do it if I'm sharing the screen. Let me see here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand by. Please stand by.
Okay. It's okay. Hey, I appreciate all the time you put in.
You're so welcome. It's just that they just updated me on Halloween, and I haven't done a show since then. And I thought, well, it can't be that hard. It's not that hard, but it's not that easy either. Let's see. I'm just going to open in a new tab and see if this works. Yeah, and I thought I had the videos to all of those. I do apologize, CJ.
No, you're fine. I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, I think you guys put a lot of work into this stuff, and I'm grateful to be here. Honestly, if it wasn't for the radio stations and the people that want to interview us and the fans out there, we couldn't do what we love to do. We can't get the word out. So it doesn't matter how long it takes. Every bit of it's worth it.
Well, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Okay.
Top right there. Scroll all the way down.
All the way down? Okay. I know I passed it, didn't I?
Yeah, you already passed it. It was the top video.
Sorry. Right in front of me.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Okay. Keep going.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it works. Is that it, CJ?
Yeah, CJ Garton, if Daddy can see official music.
Okay. Let's see if it works. Say a prayer, y'all. I hope and pray. Here we go.
Orange Jeep.
Can y'all see it?
That's our cattle ranch and our Jeep.
Can you see it, CJ?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Here we go, folks. Sorry about the...
From a small town I came from nothing. With these two hands I sure built something. If Daddy could see, he'd be proud of me. A little hard work never hurt no one, is what he'd say when we were growing up. We were dirt floor poor, but we never went hungry. I'd spend my days baling hay and sacking groceries at the IGA, scraping to save every penny I had made. I finally saved enough for my first 40, was an 84 step, side two door. Then I took off, chasing my dreams. I'm just a boy from Oak Creek County. I grew up with these woods around me. I'm a wild-out southern child. I'm a Hokie. Folks would always say I'd never amount to nothing. Daddy's built and Mama's loving. He made one hell of a man out of me. Oh, if Daddy could see, he'd sure be proud of me. Mama always was a gentle one, off to bed when dinner was done. She tucked me in and kissed me on my cheek. Daddy's love was a little more stern. Nothing was given, everything was earned. Kind most of the time, except when he would drink. He taught me how to hunt, be a God-fearing man. He'd take us fishing every now and then. Those are some of my favorite memories. Never made college, he had a degree in hard work and elbow grease. Everything he learned, he handed on down to me. I'm just a boy from Cherokee County. I grew up with these woods around me. I'm a white-out southern child, I'm a Hokie. Folks would always say it never amount to nothing. Daddy's built and Mama's loving. It made one hell of a man out of me. Oh, if Daddy could see, he'd sure be proud of me. I got a little place of my own, not too far from Daddy's stone, among the honeysuckle and the white oak trees. Now we got ourselves a boy on the way. I think we're gonna give him your name if Daddy can see. He'd sure be proud of me.
Wow, that was powerful. Powerful. CJ, that is a beautiful. Whoops, hold on. I don't know what I did. What did I do? I think I started sharing again. Hey, we're going to figure this out. Hang on. That's what it is. Is that you, CJ?
That's me.
No, Ty Smith. I guess it was on there. All right. Man, that is a powerful song. Sammy says you're making it work, Carolyn. I'm trying. I keep oh, Lord have mercy. CJ, oh, that song is beautiful. And I love the way you almost made me cry, honestly, because, you know, I know your dad would be so proud of you. He would be so proud of you. And the depiction of the young teenage boy with his dad. Oh, yeah. It just reminded me. I don't know. I kept wondering. I was thinking, I wonder if that's CJ's son. You said you have a teenager, right?
It was actually, and
it was.
That was actually me. I shaved to shoot the parts after we filmed everything with my beard and stuff, and then I shaved. And my dad had a mustache, and he had short hair, so I put my hair up in a hat and dressed my son up, you know, like us. And that was actually the bunkhouse that I was sitting on the porch. That was my dad's house on the ranch. And
oh wow.
Yeah, so
man, I bet when you're out there at the ranch, I bet you do. I can't even imagine. I mean, you know, that was his life. You know how he just disappeared as he's that almost made me cry. It really did, because it's like that's how all of us are with our parents. I mean, especially God, he just did everything with you. Took you hunting and fishing, and yeah. I like with the daddy's belt and mama's love. Wasn't that one of the lines? I thought, man, that's clever, CJ. What a beautiful song. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That was very emotional. I know it was for everyone. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. So Marie is talking about the other song. She said, my dogs are talking to ghosts. They keep looking at the bedroom, barking and growling. I do have a man ghost that lives in that bedroom. I thought it was just me, but my daughter stayed in that room for a while and moved out of it because of him. And there's a little girl that lives there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Time for you to go now, CJ, LOL. So good. Oh my gosh. I really love this one. Marie says, reminds me of my daddy. He's been gone since 83. Yeah, that's when my dad wasn't 83. My dad was like 92. So, wow. What a soothing voice, Sammy said. Dang you, tears trickling. Yeah, that'll do it for sure. So beautiful, amazing, original, emotional. That's beautiful. And I love how you even showed your dad's headstone there. And again, my condolences to you for your loss. Your son was already born when your dad passed, right?
No.
See, mine wasn't either. And it's so, well, my son was a baby, but he doesn't remember him, you know, and that's the sad part really. But I just got to believe that they're looking down on us. And I know he's so proud. He's probably like, what? You're singing and doing all this cool stuff. That's so wonderful. It really, really is. So ladies and gentlemen, we have one more song left. Unless you want me to play any others, you let me know. I'm going to try to do the screen share again. Okay, CJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's easier once I learn how to do it right. I'm getting it, y'all. We'll get it. Okay, so the next song, or the last song, and I hate to say the last, is called The Gun. Tell us about this song. I know you mentioned a little bit about it earlier.
Well, I know we had an election come up, and at this time, I wrote this song when Hillary and Trump was doing the debate. And I don't get into politics a whole lot. I do vote, right. And it's one of those situations where I come in from a long run on tour, and I was pretty exhausted. I was kicking my boots off, and I was sitting on the bed, and I have a TV on the fireplace in front of the bed at the house here, and I was just fiddling around with the guitar and had to turn the debate on. Just honestly, just was curious to see what was being said. And
right.
when I went to school, elementary school, I remember we used to have to learn and memorize, the inaugural address. We used to have to learn about our presidents, Roosevelt, impactful things of our American history. And it seemed to me from the old black and white videos that we saw that politics had changed so much because, it's like these people were being groomed and to a level to where they knew that they were representing a country and that they really needed to deliver issues that, would resonate with us as Americans. And whenever I listened to that debate, I really felt like we really fell short and have for a while about someone who's really speaking for us and addressing issues that we can clearly understand so we can make an educated decision and choice. And so it looked like more like two kids on a playground getting into a fist fight or throwing mud at each other's faces instead of addressing it kept turning into slander. And that was, went back and forth. And when the gun issue came up, being my heritage where I'm from, I know some people didn't grow up in that atmosphere. Some people did not grow up in some people grew up in inner cities, things like that. It wasn't a common thing. And so, when they started talking about the gun and it went back into slander and them dogging each other instead of talking about an issue that really needs a strong voice to let you make a decision, they missed the point. And that song I wrote wasn't 10 minutes. I wrote this thing. It was just like picking up the guitar and singing it straight through. And I put it down, didn't think much about it. And then all of a sudden, whenever they said, play some songs, you play some new stuff. And I played the song and everybody in the room just sit there and just looked at me kind of froze and floored. And they were like, what the hell was that? I was like, that's a hell of a song. So we cut it. And I first cut it with Kent Wells, who produces Dolly Parton. I was on, there with Dolly and stuff and toured some stuff with Dolly.
Oh, my gosh.
And got an opportunity to get that song out there. And it seemed like social media, the restriction guidelines, the whole lack of freedom of speech that we have on certain channels kind of stifled the song, but it had this huge. And then I recut the song again with Joe on this double vinyl record. And then Way heard the song and was like, this is my first single. I signed this record deal.
Wow.
I'm going to cut this song. And right before that had happened, I went down to Alabama for a veteran hunt, and we took veterans and PTSD veterans and heroes, and I met Samuel Davis, who is the real Forrest Gump. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, and I did not know there was a real Forrest Gump. I
didn't either.
Think nothing about it. And he was on set with Tom Hanks and Gary Sinise, and that's why Gary is such an advocate for veterans now and does all these programs, because Sammy inspired him on set and they become dear friends. And I became, and weirdly enough, out of like the 50 people that were there, Sammy and I just took to each other like old friends. And this is a gentleman who has won the Medal of Honor. A film was made after him. He's the real Forrest Gump.
Oh my gosh.
And, I was such humbled that, as I learned more about Sammy, the patience, the things that he had been through, me as a veteran, there's a level. And then what he's done as a veteran is a whole nother level. And he still to this day is an advocate and goes out and speaks every day. one of the living Medal of Honor recipients, and I gave him that song before it released. He came into me next day, kind of tears in his eyes, and he said, "Hey, I listened to this song in my bunk like 17 times last night with joy." He said, "You could not have put it better." He goes, "I would like this to be my life song in our real documentary, because they're going to make a real documentary, not just the Forrest Gump Hollywood version, but and he goes, and I'd like that to be my live song." And so at that time I said, "You know what? I'd be honored, Sammy." I said, "This is your song now." So now done, in parentheses, Medal of Honor recipient, the real Forrest Gump, Samuel Davis.
Oh my gosh.
And when we
What an
left,
honor. That's crazy. Wow.
yeah, when we left that hunt, we was dropping Sammy off at the airport, and Sammy learned to play harmonica in a foxhole during the Vietnam War, because he was sending letters to his mother, and he did not want to send his mom letters of what was going on and scare her to death and stuff. So he just wrote about the wind and the trees and the dirt. So she thought he was bored as all get out, and so she sent him Horner harmonica, and he learned to play the harmonica in the foxhole during the Vietnam War. And that harmonica was put into a National Archives museum, and Honer gave him another one that says, Sammy's motto is, "You never lose and quit trying," on the back side. And the other side, it says Samuel Davis. And as we got up, Sammy reached in his pocket and said, "I want to give you something." He goes, "I really felt a great connection with you." And he gave me that harmonica. And I'm learning to play harmonica. I'm not going to do it for you because I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but I carry that around. Cherished gifts I've ever had. And for someone who has done so much for our country and sacrificed so much and saved so many lives and continues to do so through his stories, there's things that money and words cannot describe. And that's one of those things that'll probably be one of my most cherished things I've ever been given through my music. And
Oh my gosh.
So when this song gets cut, it was cut by Wade Jennings, and it got cut again by Alan Ray Price, Ray Price's grandson and stuff. And it just continues to keep getting cut. And I think it'll be one of those songs that eventually it will get out. It might be Sammy's story that does it through his real documentary. It might be another artist. I have no idea who's going to cut it. But yeah, I think
wow.
Have a chance one day to really say something, because this song isn't saying pros or cons, yes or no, one left or right, blue or red. It's literally the gun speaking. And when you hear that, you have the freedom of choice, which is, I think, what we all want. We want our freedom, we want freedom of opinion. And then we want the, understanding that we can make the educated decision on what to do at that point. And I feel like this song does that for us Americans, does that for, advocates of that, does that for people that don't understand what it is. I sit down for dinner with some people that grew up completely different in Europe and did not ever have a gun in their home, didn't grow up that way, were completely against gun rights and things like that. And after listening to that song, they said they really appreciated that I introduced another way to look at something without shoving it down their throat or force feeding it to them. And they really changed their ideas on that choice and that right. And so I hope, especially being Veterans Day, don't just blame a gun for something. It's an inanimate object. You have to pick it up. You're not going to outlaw golf clubs because somebody makes a mistake with that. You're not going to outlaw them. It's really powerful because you can literally listen to the song, and when you're done, you hopefully have a better understanding and a better view of what it's gone through and what we've gone through as a country to be, this great country that we are now. It took that ammunition, those soldiers, and without that, we would not be the United States of America.
Amen to that. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. Wow. Well said. And what an honor to have that harmonica. I know that's going to be the most treasured item probably you'll ever have. That's incredible. That is just incredible. And Kathy said, wow, how amazing. So let's, Sammy said Daddy was a preacher, huh? So let's get to this song. Let me go ahead and do the screen share again, okay? I may need you to help me point out which one it is, okay, CJ?
Yeah, when you go to that screen share, if you click on the little icon on the corner, it'll pull that up so you don't have the white around it if you want to.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. You may have to just say, look at that one. I'm just going to throw it.
Yeah, and if not, it doesn't matter. Everybody can see it, and everybody misses a piece of it. They can go watch it again. We encourage it. We need
Yes, absolutely. Let me make sure. I'm going to try to get the right one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a moment. We're going to pull it up. The Gun. Oh, it's going to be powerful. I already know it.
Yeah, and my son made this lyric video.
Very nice. And I've got to go back here. And whoops, that's Ty. Hold on. For some reason, it's going back to the other thing. Hang on just a minute. Let me just do it like this. I will do it just like that. That way we'll pull up only that one, hopefully. I see it right now. We got it. Now let me get back to where I was. All right. Now let's try it. I'm learning on this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The Gun by CJ Garton. Here we go.
That's it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Full screen. Can you see it good?
Look at you. You're on top of it.
A lot of stories about me, some are good, some are bad. I fought in 3 wars, I've even made it back. I put food on the table through the harsh winter cold. I even helped a miner protect his hard-earned gold. I've been hanging over warm lit fires, and I've been abandoned, left out in the cold. Yes, I have killed for money and desire. I've been bought, stolen, and sold. If a soldier ever falls behind, I'm left crying out 21 times. Though I'm to blame, Lord, I ain't the one. Always remember that I'm just the gun. Yes, friend, remember that I'm just the gun. Been handed down from a father to son. Been a hero in movies and a villain in some. I've even got my own amen, you see. I'm only second to the freedom of speech. If a soldier ever falls behind, I'm left crying out 21 times. Though I'm to blame, Lord, I ain't the one. Always remember that I'm just the gun. Yes, ma'am, remember that I'm just the gun. I have no religion, I don't choose sides. But if it wasn't for me, there'd be no 4th of July. I can't judge who's wrong or right. I'll leave that in your hands for you to decide. Always remember that I'm just the gun. Yes, friends, remember that I'm just a gun.
Well, if I can figure out how to get that to stop happening, I got to stop it. Wow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Man, I wish I had a big audience here. I know at your shows, the crowds must go wild over your songs. They're so powerful, CJ. So hard. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I know and you're going to go from, you're going to go and start writing the upbeat songs, the happy songs. So you're going to have such a diverse group of music. Man, you are so talented. I am so excited to have had you on the show. Tell us a little bit about where, are you touring anywhere? Where you said you were on tour. What are you doing right now? Are you playing a lot of shows up there?
No, we're off right now until 2025. I want to dedicate this year to really getting a lot of music done. Like I said, we've got a lot of songs that are sitting around in shoe boxes and on the iPad and things like that have never got heard, never got laid down. So we've got about 4 projects in the works for everybody. We're dropping songs about every 4 weeks on Spotify and streaming. Those songs are available and will be available also on all of our CDs. So if people want to go CD version, I highly encourage you guys to go over there and check all that out, because just like Sammy Davis, just like Johnny Cash, you don't know how much power you have as one person. You don't think in this world with the millions of people how much impact you have, but it all starts with one person with a dream. And rather, just like you starting the show, or me, chasing the dream of wanting to give these songs to the community, give these, have a better way of life and living for my family. Right. And, if you guys go in there and stream those songs, it helps us gain more popularity, helps us get more following. And one person does make a difference. Never forget that. And I can't thank you enough. This video has been, or this, I guess you'd call it this interview. It's been 2 hours, 15 minutes almost now.
It's been longer than usual. Yeah. I'm telling you that, CJ. Yeah. And, it way went over our time. We usually go an hour, and I don't know how it can be this longer. I've just enjoyed talking to you so much, and I appreciate you hanging in there with us. Carla said, so good. I am at a loss for the right words. Unusual for me. Well, right, Carla? I don't even know what to say. And that's all I do is talk. I'm a professional talker. I'm just like, you are so talented, CJ, and I see such huge things in the future for you. I know you're going to keep writing those hit songs, and I know we're going to be hearing from you for years and years and years and years to come. So I want you to write that name down in your memories, ladies and gentlemen, CJ Garton, and go on and support him in any way. And do me a favor, talk to your lovely wife and ask her if she'd be interested. If so, give me message me and let me know, because we'd love to have her. I know she's excellent. I mean, she's got to be. I mean, she's married to you and you're married to her. So y'all, I can't even imagine how great y'all are together. I'd love to be able to go see it. And Marie, if you're able to get him a show, I know you took off for this year, but you never know. Maybe she can get you one. But I know you'd have to have several other shows in a row. You can't play those small venues so much. But I understand that. But I hope we're able to see you later in the future, and keep in touch with us. If you have any new releases, send them our way. At the very minimum, I'll share them. Okay.
Yeah, please do, because we love Texas. We love Texas radio. I grew up, being Oklahoma and Red Dirt. My dad was one of the, founding fathers of Red Dirt with the Skinner brothers and that whole crew.
Nice.
Are all friends of mine, and we have great relationships in that community. So, the more I can do that way, the more I can still go see, because my grandparents are still living, and I don't want to miss out that opportunity to have that back home. And so every time we book a show in the Texas, Oklahoma market, it's kind of an attaboy for me because I get to see family that I dearly miss when we're on the road, get my grandkids, get great grandparents, get to be at home on the ranch. But I also get to meet great folks who are making a difference in country music and helping bring country music back. And I think after this interview, you guys got to see some of the songs, and I think y'all know why that's the path that I chose. It's probably not the most popular path. It's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, you know, a Truck Central has been a huge blessing as a sponsor for us and allowed us to do a lot of things that we couldn't.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because at the end of the day, this is a business, and you know, as much as my heart is in all of it, and I'm going to always do this till the day I die, it does take those sponsors. It does take those opportunities for us to be seen, be heard, and keep us on the road. And with your guys'
Absolutely.
And with you guys streaming us, sharing it, you know, we're very blessed to take this road with you guys. And I cannot wait to see y'all at one of the shows. We do play Billy Bob's every now and then. We play at Toyota Center outside of Dallas.
Nice.
I got invited, I think, to go out and do Gruen's next year, Gruen's Hall. And there's iconic places like that I really want to play. So at the end of the day, it's up to you all at this point. You know, if you want to see us somewhere, please find us, share the word, share our name, and let folks, realize that we're here, because, you know, you
Absolutely.
can't ain't on the shelf. And a lot of financing to take care of certain things like that.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
we're doing all this on our own. So as we grow and as we progress, you know, it's going to be a real grassroots growth. It's going to be real fan base growth. It's not going to be because we got, you know, $5 million and all of a sudden we show up on every billboard. It's going to be because you guys had a voice and you used it, just like you did, you know, during the election time, just like you have, you know, when you want to choose the music you want to hear. And so we'd love to be where you guys are at. We'd love to meet you, and I'll be there until the very last person leaves. And you can threaten me the good time, like I always say.
Absolutely, man. And I would love to see you come down here and play live. I do know of a real large venue, but I have to see. She's booking for next.
I can hear you talking. I mean,
but you can't see me? Oh, no. Well, you were gone for a second. Well, at least you can still hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a big favor. This is so important. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Sharing is the most important thing you can do, because the more people that share, Carolyn, the more people. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me okay, hon?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Are you muted?
No. Whoops. Hold on.
Might just be me. I don't know.
It's weird.
I can't hear you.
Okay. They can hear us both. Oh no. So how am I going to do this? He can't hear me. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Let me tell him.
If anybody's in the comments, let me know if you can hear Carolyn. If you can hear her, that's perfectly fine. I can watch that later. But I didn't want y'all to see her over there moving around without being able to talk to her.
Let me see.
I lost your audio.
Oh, no.
Maybe cut me out or something. I don't know. They probably seen this ugly mug long enough anyway.
No. You can't hear me. Oh, my gosh. Okay, they hear both of us. Oh, let me
I have no idea what you're saying. I wish I could relive.
Can you see me? Do you see me?
Can the fans hear you?
Yes.
They can? Okay.
Yes.
Then I'll trust that. And whatever you said, I'm sure is great. You've been phenomenal the whole time.
Thank you.
I did get to thank you. I could read that, you know.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you
Ladies
so
and gentlemen,
much.
CJ
God bless
Garton.
you guys.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.
I love you. I love you all. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here.
We'll see you all tomorrow night. Always remember, God and family first, guys. And country.
Amen. I love that, CJ. Thank you so very much. Have a good night.